The SMOK Nord 2. You wanna Let's talk about the friggin' design. You guys wanna go in an art gallery? You know who friggin' Andy Warhol is? Yeah, he created this vape. What's up, my duckling? Quack quack, it's me, Fumb Duck. Welcome back to my channel. Today we got something interesting. You guys are gonna love it. We got the successor of the SMOK Nord, the SMOK Nord 2. Beautiful looking device already. And the SMOK Nord already did such a good job. It was one of the most popular devices in 2018 to 2019. So I'm sure the Nord 2 is just an upgrade and way better. So we're gonna compare this to the original SMOK Nord.
Of course it's brand new.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that shit again. I do it every video and I say I'm not gonna do it, but I did. But before I unbox this beautiful SMOK Nord 2 kit, or SMOK Nord 2 kit, if you want more vape reviews, vape unboxings, and to stay up to date to the latest vape information, subscribe down below to my channel. I promise you, you will not regret it. Before I start this video, I just want to say thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you, Kobe Bryant, for being an ultimate legend, ripped to a legend. Amazing dude, and I'm sure you guys all heard the news, so hopefully his family's okay, and my sincere condolences to his family and then all the people that were in the crash. So rest in peace and thanks for being such a legend. Okay, we got the SMOK Nord 2 kit. Unfortunately, I did give away my Nord, my first Nord, to a lucky winner, but I still do have my SMOK Nova 2, which is close to what the Nord was able to do. Slight differences like a smaller pod, smaller battery power, but it is pretty much the same, and the Nord did have, of course, the button. So I'm going to use the SMOK Nova 2 to compare the Nord to, and you used to use the SMOK Nova 2 as a Nord, so I'm sure you get the point. Alright, let's open up the SMOK Nord 2. Ooh. Yeah. That was easier than I thought. You know, the beautiful part about vape reviews is that the boxes slide. Morty cough, it comes with the pamphlet. Oh, the silica gel. Hold on a second. I gotta eat this. Obviously, didn't eat it. Don't freaking eat it. Don't be silly goose. Alright. Look at this. Ooh, that is. This is how I feel right now. And no, I did not print this for this video. I've had this for a long time. I thought it was perfect. Alright, let's try that again. So we got the beautiful device. We got the two pods. One comes with an RPM pod, which you use e-juice in. And one comes with a Nord coil pod, which you use Nord coils in, which makes sense. Nord coil is 0.8 ohms and the RPM pod is about 0.4. So you can use either e-juice or Saltnik, which is good. I mean, they give you the variety. Of course, it does charge with a micro USB. The device itself is gorgeous. You know, looks very similar to the SMOK Nord. It's like kind of like a square, has the button and the design. Let's talk about the friggin' design. You guys want to go in an art gallery? You know who friggin' Andy Warhol is? Yeah, he created this vape. Okay, no, he didn't, but it's cool, okay? It's really nice looking. Very similar to the SMOK Nord. It has the two connection ports at the bottom, and then the charger at the bottom as well, the micro USB, and it has an IQN chip, which means that this has an LED screen, which you can adjust. So the SMOK Nord, yes, this is SMOK Nova 2, so remember, we're using this as the SMOK Nord. The SMOK Nord did have a button on it, but it did not have an LED screen like the SMOK Nord 2, which is really sweet. It went up to 15 watts, and this goes up to 40 watts, so that's already a big adjustment. The battery milliamperage, or milliamps, for the SMOK Nord 2 is about 1500 milliamps, which is very similar to the RPM 40, and then the Nord has 1100 milliamps. Still a lot, unbelievable. The SMOK Nord 2 pod has about 4.5 milliliters of juice. That's amazing. So does the RPM pod for the Nord. It does have 4.5 milliliter juice capacity, which is unbelievable. The Nord had 3 milliliters, still a lot, but definitely an upgrade for the Nord 2. So that's great. So you can just click it in. The only thing I don't like about the Nord 2 is that you can't really see the juice levels like you did in the Nord. That doesn't matter because it is a bigger pod and should last you longer. You won't have to refill as much, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the Nord pod with Saltnik. I'm going to let that soak a bit, then we'll talk more about the Nord 2 and the Nord. The filling hole is on the side for the Nord 2, just like the Nord was. So everything's pretty similar, so if you did have a Nord, it's good that they stayed consistent with the design so people could get used to it easier. I'm just going to fill that up with juice. This is called Fuji Apple by Pacha Matcha Salt. It is 25 milligrams, I believe, Saltnik, because you could adjust the wattage now, which is amazing on SMOK Nord 2, so you could see how hard you want your hit to be. Pod's filled. I'm gonna let that soak, but I'm also gonna just put it in the device for now and let that soak. So the device, it's thin, you know, it's really pretty. has all the plastic on it to remove, and it has the button which you probably press 5 times to turn on. And I'm guessing the battery will actually be on the LED screen and instead of actually worrying it being on the button. If you remember the SMOK Nord, you could check a review up on there. It had green, red, and yellow lights. Green was max power, yellow was like between 70 and 30, and then red was you'd have to charge it. It's basically below 30%. So that was a good design. This is even better now that it has an LED screen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it on, press it 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was about 40 times. That's okay. You see the LED screen there. So now you're probably wondering, how do you adjust the wattage if there's no up and down buttons for the SMOK Nord 2? So with this beautiful design, you press it 3 times, the LED will flash. So it's flashing. Now you could change your wattage by holding the button, depending on how much you want. You know, you can keep holding it, it'll keep looping. So you can adjust your wattage with literally 1 button. That's very smart. You know, the device itself is very light, and they jam-packed everything into a beautiful vape. It's nice looking. It's gonna have great clouds, I'm sure. And it's nice and compact and has a little LED screen, which is really, really good because people want to see how much wattage they're vaping. It's a beautiful device. It has more air hole inlets, so when you puff, it's gonna be very, very smooth, which I love. And see, the SMOK Nord also had a similar design, but this is definitely an upgrade. You know, the IQN chip with the LED screen is definitely a game changer for people. The design is beautiful. Power button is still the same, except the LED indicator flashes white when you vape because you don't need to worry about battery color levels because it's on the actual LED screen, which is really, really good. That's all there is to it. It's a great device. I would definitely recommend this over the Nord. If you want a more detailed review of the Nord and you prefer the Nord, check out the review up there again. I'll have a more detailed description describing why the Nord is so good. If you want to check that out, you could. So what I'm gonna do is the juice is saturated, and now I'm gonna vape this bad boy. So let's try it at 15 watts. I'm gonna turn it on. All right, we're gonna test the clouds and flavor. Test commencing right now for the SMOK Nord 2. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Look at that. I'm not coughing because I'm a noob. I'm coughing because I can. Don't ask me. So 15 watts is good. I'm going to increase it a little bit more. I'm going to go to like about 25 to 30 watts. So let's try 30 watts. And we can see how that is and see how the hit is. The hit was good for 15 watts at 25 milligrams. The hit should be much warmer and stronger at 30 watts. So let's try this out right now. As I was saying, it's going to be a stronger hit. There is more clouds, vape production's more, and the flavor. Guys, you want to eat apples? You want to get this juice and eat apples? This is the right way to go. You want to eat apples? Yeah, you want to eat apples? You want to eat apples? You want to eat apples? Okay, I'm panicking here and freaking out. Great device. I love the flavor. I love the juice. The clouds are similar to the SMOK Nord, which is good. Again, they stayed consistent. All right. It's that time of the day to max this baby out. It does have a shut off time. It's about 8 seconds. So if you vape for more than 8 seconds, it'll shut off, which is good. It'll protect the device and you won't cough your brains out like I'm going to do in a second. So let's max this baby out right now. Thank you, my ducklings, for tuning into this week's video. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you to also my new viewers for tuning in as well. Thank you, my ducklings, for tuning in to this week's video. Thank you to my new viewers and subscribers. I love you guys so much. And if you want more vape reviews, vape unboxings, and to stay up to date to Fumb Duck's latest channel information, subscribe down below to my channel. Promise you, you will not regret it. On that note, Fumb Duck out. Fumb Duck on the track, with a little rap. I'm here to celebrate because I did something great.
Yeah.
Thanks to all of you.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of views.
Yeah.
I hit 1K.
Yeah.
And I'm here to stay.